What is up and welcome back, and today we have the Russell Westbrook basketball shoe. This one's going to be the Why Not .6, and in this video we're going to find out why you should buy this shoe or why you should not buy this shoe, and let's get right into it. So first of all, I do want to say that this shoe is not going to fit everybody, and that's going to be because this shoe does run long, but it's also going to be narrow around this part of the shoe right here. So what that means is, if you are a wide footer like myself, I ended up going a half size up, and the shoe still feels tight along this area. So it's not going to cater to my foot size. Also, my feet are not too long, so I am going to have a lot of extra room right here in the front. So this shoe is going to work very well if you have feet that are long and also narrow or regular, okay? So have that in mind. So for sizing, is going to be, if you are regular or narrow, you can go true the size. And if you are a wide footer, go a half size up. And if you are extra wide, you can go a full size up, but only if you do have long feet, okay? Because you have to cover the length of the shoe. Now the next detail that might not be for you, or maybe it is going to be the design of the upper. As you can tell, it comes with the zipper. You might think that's fly real hot, kind of like Russell Westbrook. He likes to make those fashion statements, and his shoes kind of go with it, hand to hand. So let me turn around. You can see what that looks like from up top. So that might be all you, right? But some details that might not be for you, for example, when you have to dig deep inside here, the tying the laces, okay? When you're reaching in here, the side of the zipper might rub against your hand, and that could be very annoying to some people. I know for me, especially with this setup, for example, the lacing system and the upper is layer upon layer, as you can tell. Let me unwrap it one more time. You can see. So if you really want to tighten these up, right, you really got to dig in there. You see that? If you want to tighten these up, as you know, on lots of basketball shoes, just go pull, 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 and it gets the job done. But in this one, we have to go all the way in here. And if you like having the laces inward once they're tied, without them flopping out, then put them inside and pull the zipper up, okay? But imagine doing that every time. Pull the zipper down, pull the laces out, loosen them up, dig in there, right? So that's something to consider. So if you're down with that, doesn't bother you, then this is going to be a go. But if that's going to bother you, think about that. And now if you're thinking of using this shoe outdoors, that's going to be a no-go, because let's look at the traction. As you can tell, these elongated dots or nubs, they're kind of out here by themselves many times. Like in certain areas, they're by themselves. They're not connected like these zigzags. See, all this is connected together. So it's a lot harder for this to break off individually. But one of these right here, if you do make a hard stop or a sharp turn, right, all of a sudden you put a lot of pressure and friction, there's a huge possibility that these can just flick off or break off. So that's why this traction pattern is not going to do good outdoors at all, okay? So it might feel great in the beginning, but as you keep playing through it, especially on that hard ground, that hard concrete or asphalt, believe me, there's going to be some wear and tear. Now for indoors, it's going to do very good. I do love the zigzag pattern right here. Then you got these elongated dots going in all sorts of directions, and even the Jumpman has a little bit of different pattern on it as well. So for indoors, the wood floors are going to be very forgiving on this traction. It's going to handle very good. It's going to have good bites, so no problems for indoors. Some final thoughts about this shoe. So when you do have it on, it does feel that when you're at resting point, that you're kind of sitting on the heel of this shoe. Just a little bit, not too much where it feels like you're sinking down, but immediately when you kind of put a little bit of force or lean forward, you do feel that you're on the front of the shoe. And you can feel that zoom unit real well. So that's why I say that. So you can go from not being in attack mode to just leaning forward, and then you're already on attack mode because you're leaning in the front of the shoe at the balls of your feet. So that's kind of how Westbrook plays, right? He's all of a sudden just standing still, then you just see him take off all of a sudden. So this shoe is going to cater to that play style. If you like to do a lot of stops and goes, or just sprint out of just standing in one area, then you take off all of a sudden, this shoe is going to cater to that very well, okay? It's got good ground feel. We know Westbrook is a high flyer, And this shoe, I tried it out and jumping real high on landing, and it does feel that you're very covered. And this shoe is going to come in at 140 USD. And you can think about the stuff we talked about. Is this shoe going to be a turnoff in those areas, or are those areas stuff that you're going to like? Not just that, but is your foot shape going to fit this shoe? So now you have all that information, and you can decide if this basketball shoe is going to be your next on the basketball court. And before I go, I did want to mention, make sure you like and sub if you can, if you got something out of this video. We are trying to climb to 1,000 subscribers. Right now we're at about 540 or so every little bit does help. And we do appreciate everybody stopping by and all the love, and we try to show the love back. So with that said, we'll be back with some more, and like always, we appreciate everybody stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.